The tug of war on salaries between SRC and members of parliament witnessed a power shift as MPs got a chance to dish out what according to them was the same treatment they had been dealt by the Commission. The Parliamentary Committee on Finance was hell-bent on not approving the Commission's budget, and so they nitpicked it finally, if only to get back at the SRC.
If you go to the Police Service Commission, they will tell you the salary that they want. If you go to TSC, in fact, they have been going on strike. We know what they want. Why do we spend half of your budget just to give to private sector? And you have been in government, we know all these things. We don't need to have a private person to come and undertake our own problems, and we know.
Which the Commission gracefully responded to.
If you were to ask a teacher today, what is the worth of your job? They will not be able to answer that. Other than I am getting less, they are not able to tell their worth. So what we need to do and come up with is a demonstration of the fact that we are able to determine the worth of each of those positions and therefore remunerate them fairly and objectively.
They finally got to the point which they thought would hurt the Commission most, probably because they have recently felt the pinch, the issue of salaries and allowances, of which they went on.
Last year you said you had 24 members and you used 60 million. Does it mean one member went with 2 million allowance last year? How is board allowance being distributed?
And on.
This question of board allowance, you seem to be going round and round and round.
But it turns out that the Commission is leading from the front because other than the Secretariat, none of the other commissioners are on a permanent salary.
But the Salaries and Remuneration Commission have never drawn any salary other than what we were given when we moved in. So we are part-time and we draw as we sit.
Per sitting is 40.
But still, the MPs looked for fault where there seemed to be none.
It comes to 53,760, 53,760,000, not the 6833 that they're asking for.
So part of this budget includes the transport if they have to come. Part of this budget includes accommodation for those who are staying outside Nairobi.
And finally, their motive was revealed as one of them could not bottle down his frustration.
Our allowance is 5,000. How do they come with their remuneration of 40,000 for one sitting allowance and a big national issue?
They offered a solution to what they believe is a bloated commission of only 14 members.
It's within your mandate as a commission to help the Jubilee government bring down the wage bill, and I think you are doing a commendable job in that aspect. Would I probably, Chairman, be also in order to, in the effort of, since we are formulating the budgets now, to maybe request the commission to also look inwards and see whether it is possible to work within what is provided for a minimum of 3 commissioners.
Talk of the proverbial pot calling the kettle black, as this very committee has a capacity of 29 members. Charity Waweru Mwangi for JSO at 7.